Hi, it's Mary Dacey. I've been vlogging my story for Petite Trésors Rescue and Sanctuary, as well as Le Chateau de Chêne, the farm we bought and named for the nonprofit that we created here, Petite Trésors Rescue. And I also have been vlogging about my ongoing autoimmune disease issues, and also how I have related every single diagnosis to the stress that was going on in my life at the time. So I thought, why not show you instead of just talk about it? So this is the house that we purchased, the farm. We put in all this beautiful landscaping. And as we come down here, in this grove of trees, do you think you can hear me? We created what is called Pip Camp. And that is a site on the web that campers can access, and they can sign up to camp on your property. I also, we put in an 8.5-foot privacy fence because we wanted to ensure the rescue safety. And our property that we bought was 10 acres, which we'll start to walk down this way. Goes all the way to the far corner where you can see the landscape square, which is my English garden. This is an outdoor fire pit. And since we were having so many campers this year, we also created an additional fire pit. You'll see little bistro sets around the property, different seating. I'm going to bring you over here to one of my favorite seating areas. Right here. And I think we'll just take a seat right here. And we'll begin the story. This is just the story of Petite Trésors. So I've shared with you that I always wanted to work in hospice, and it really pulled at my heart when both my father and brother had died within 24 hours of each other in 2 different states. And my brother had nobody, and I lived in Northwest Indiana and worked in Chicago, and my brother was in Philadelphia, and my father was in New Jersey. And this was such an egregious time in my life. And this is where, shortly thereafter, that I had been diagnosed with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. And as I got older, and I was in my early 40s at that time, as more stress entered my life, I continued to deal with worsening symptoms, but because I was going to just a rheumatologist and a pain doctor she had referred me to, it never occurred to me to look to see if anything had progressed into an additional disease. So when we closed on this property to create the shelter, it was in 2014, July 1st, as a matter of fact, and we needed to do a number of renovations in the farmhouse to create the sanctuary. Because of my increasingly debilitating issues that I was having, we made the first floor for ourselves and the rescues so it would be handicapped capable for me. And we moved in November, and I think I told you by the day after we moved on a Saturday, November 8th. I was doing laundry on September 9th. September 10th, I had no water. And it turns out, this is well and septic, there was so much iron in the water that it had clogged the special filter that my husband had requested be put on the when the plumbing was all redone. And then things continued to spiral downhill, seemingly month after month after month. It was a sewer issue that resulted in 40 feet of sewer tile being rerouted a week before Thanksgiving, with 25 dogs running in and out of the doggy door with their muddy little sewer mud paws. And at that time I created a blog called 100 Muddy Paws. And we'll continue the story in a little bit.